This is going to be my conversation about the TikTok ban part 2. I just made a video and posted it right before this one. And in that video, I discussed where the TikTok ban is right now, what I believe TikTok's replacement will be if it truly does go away, and specifically how you go about finding your favorite content creators on the various social media platforms, as well as how you can help those social media or those content creators through no cost to you help rebuild some of the revenue that they're going to lose if this app goes away. So please go watch the last video I posted right before this. This video is going to be a video to discuss how we need to stand strong and not let them take our communities from us. They might be able to take TikTok from us, but we can't let them take our communities from us. We have all of the content creators that you watch. Obviously, not everybody on TikTok makes content, but people are on TikTok to watch content creators that they like, whether it be cooking channels, political channels, sewing channels, homesteading channels, farm life channels, van life channels, you name it. There's something on here that has attracted somebody, and they have become part of a community that coalesces around that thing that they all are interested in or like, or whatever the case may be. And as a result, us content creators have been able to build these digital communities that have been life-changing for some people. I know people that have now turned to TikTok for 100% of their income. They are literally living off of what they make on TikTok. I know other people that have met the love of their lives. I know people that have sold everything and flown across oceans to restart lives because of something that has happened to them on TikTok. Whatever the case may be, we built this, and they can't take it from us. Like I said, they can take TikTok, but we can make sure that they can never take our community. And we can do so by doing what I said in the last video. Go back and watch the last video I made. And that is going to these other platforms where your content creators are making content and rebuilding these communities. Rebuild, and don't just rely on one. And I'm not talking about, like, some people are going to go, well, I'm not on Facebook. Then don't follow them on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. Then don't follow them on Instagram. Follow them where they're at if you're comfortable with it. Personally, the best way that you could help me or some of the other large content creators that I know financially costs nothing to you, and that's by following us on YouTube. Going to the links in our bio and going to our YouTube channel, subscribing and watching our content there. It will help us replace the lost revenue from here. Clapper, I talk about in the last video in detail. Clapper is where I believe most of us are going to end up for content like this, for this feel, because it's a carbon copy of TikTok. Whatever it is, whether you want to follow somebody on YouTube, you want to follow somebody on Clapper, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter, wherever it is, go follow them there now. A, before this platform goes dark, and B, because we can show the powers that be that while they can take an app from us, they can't take our communities from us. They can't take what we've built. We can just move it somewhere else, right? Think of it this way. You and your family live in your home, right? You're a family, and you live in this home. Now the bank comes along and says, we're taking your home. They can take that house. They can take that structure. They can take the concrete and the wood and the tile and the lawn and all of that. But they can't take the family. And so you take your family and you go move into another home. You go move into an apartment, a townhome, something, wherever it may be, but you take your family with you. That's what we're talking about doing here. So go to the link in the bios of the people that you follow. I have a link in my bio, and go to all of the platforms that you're on and follow them at all of those platforms. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you have not yet downloaded Clapper, do so. Creating it literally it looks like this platform. And then go find your favorite creators. I have a link to my Clapper account in my bio. The link that says Linktree gives you a link to all of those. Don't let them take the communities that we've built. Don't let them take the millions of followers that have coalesced behind people for whatever reason. Like there are millions of people that listen to V from Under the Desk News to get the latest on news, or Aaron Parnas to get the latest on news. There are millions of people that collaborate around people like the Barefoot Neighbor to hear him talk about cooking and get new recipes and hear about his life. It doesn't matter what type of content you follow. They're trying to take our communities from us. So find out where those people are making content on other platforms. I have talked about all of these platforms for the longest time in the terms of it's all going to end at some point in time. We all thought that MySpace was the be all end all. Gone. We all thought that AOL chat rooms were the height of sophistication. This is how we're going to stay in communication with the world. When's the last time you've been in an AOL chat room? They all go away sooner or later. Facebook was the bee's knees, and then it lost millions of followers. It became something a lot of people didn't want to be on. So we can recreate these communities on other platforms, and in doing so, we send a message to the people who passed the law to ban TikTok. We send a message to them saying, yeah, you don't get to take our community. You can take an app, but you can't take our community. You can't take our voice. You can't take our community. You can't take our ability to communicate with one another. We don't care how threatening it is to you. We built this, and we're going to keep it. Whether it's here or somewhere else, we're going to keep it. So go follow all of your favorite content creators on all of the various platforms. For me, go to the link in my bio, says Linktree, and go down the list. Okay, he's on YouTube. Subscribe. It's free. He's on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too. Follow. He's on Instagram. Follow. He's on Clapper. Follow. Clapper's the one that I'm going to tell you. Clapper and YouTube. If you're not on Clapper or YouTube, get on it and follow your content creators, because that's where you're going to find them the most. Those two platforms: YouTube, Clapper, YouTube. YouTube's going to help them monetarily without costing you anything, and Clapper's going to give us this feel all over again. Trust me, go start an account and go browse Clapper, and you'll be like, wow, this is almost just like TikTok. There are a lot of features that TikTok have that Clapper doesn't have yet, but if we rebuild our communities here that we've built here over on Clapper, we can get Clapper to that point as well. So go watch the last video I made for a step-by-step on how to do all of that. And we'll see you on those other platforms. I'm not going anywhere until they turn the lights off here. I'm going to keep making content here, but I am making content on all those other platforms. And you want to go follow all those other people, or all those people on all those other platforms before this goes dark and you're like, shit, how do I do it? You have the ability to do it right now. We've got a month to go. Let's rebuild these communities. So when they shut the lights off, we can turn the lights on the next app and go, hey, we're still here.